Like most everything in the Okanagan wine industry, the architecture has come a long way. Gone are the days when wine tasting was done in a converted barn or a hastily assembled Quonset hut. From bell towers to pyramids to facilities designed by one of the world's greatest architects, wineries are literally building on their success. Here's Linda Aylesworth.
High above Okanagan Lake, the bell tower at Mission Hill Family Estate Winery beckons.
We like our guests to feel they've arrived somewhere special.
And so then you enter, and what a sight.
It's a sight, both architecturally and the landscape behind us. The bell tower is difficult to miss, but it is really a welcoming beacon to Okanagan wine country.
Each year, 100,000 tourists come to visit Mission Hill in West Bank.
So the tower stretches 12 stories. It's anchored in our underground barrel cellars, connecting earth and the sky, which are the two most important elements in winemaking. Cheers.
Cheers to a gorgeous fall.
Yes, and wine is what it's all about. The architecture here pays homage to its rich history and celebrates its future in this burgeoning wine country.
Wine lovers are attracted to the aesthetically pleasing. It's all about sensory enjoyment.
But unlike the historic wine houses of Europe, BC has no ages-old structures. Our wineries are being built from scratch.
Well, this is the path leading down to our winery. And our artistic design, we really wanted to integrate our initial vineyard completely into the terroir of the region.
Terroir. It refers to all the elements that influence a grape. Sun, soil, climate, even drainage. At Black Hills, it played a big role in the design of their new winery.
And everything is designed with this building, so we're smack in the middle of the grapes, and we feel it and we live it every day of our operation.
It wasn't always that way. Their first building, a Quonset hut, sat at the edge of the vineyard.
It was quaint. Some of the early customers loved it because it was quaint. It looked simplistic in a family-style operation. But from a winemaker's perspective, it was living hell.
So they tore it down, and in its place built this, a building worthy of this year's Lieutenant Governor of British Columbia's Merit Award.
Right here, this is called the crush pad, and come fall time, when it's harvesting and grapes are coming in every day and every hour, this is the hub of activity.
The beauty of this building comes from its functionality. High ceilings improve access to the enormous stainless steel fermentation tanks, temperature control is no longer an issue, and storage is ample.
It's all about the quality of the wine. It allows the grapes and the handling of the juice to be done in the most perfected way possible.
But architectural perfection is in the eye of the proprietor.
Summerhill Pyramid is very unusual. It was built in '97 after we first built the smaller one in the late '80s.
The first pyramid at Summerhill was made of plywood. Even then, Stephen CIPES, a staunch believer in sacred geometry, was convinced the energy created within had a positive effect on his award-winning sparkling wines. And so he built an even grander replica of the Great Pyramid in Egypt.
It has the same feeling inside, if you will, that you get in the Great Pyramid. And that's a really beautiful thing.
When it comes to architecture, there are plenty of beautiful things to behold in the Okanagan. Like the wines they create, every winery structure is unique.
Our whole idea here was just to blend into the hillside and have a very small footprint. So by covering the building, looking at it from any angle, you're not going to see the building that much.
But what you will see here at Hester Creek will not only be attractive, it'll be environmentally friendly.
Where we're looking here at this front area will be our retail area. There will be a sloped roof that's going to come down, be glassed retail area, then a wraparound patio.
At Tantalus, construction is yet to begin, but they know what they want their new building to convey to the public.
Our goal is to produce very high-quality wines.
Such wines deserve a winery made of something other than cinder blocks. After 4 years of planning, Tantalus has got its design by one of Canada's foremost architectural firms.
This site is where we are proposing to put our new state-of-the-art winery. What we're going to build is a Bing Tom designed winery, very sort of contemporary feel to it.
It won't be cheap, but here in the Okanagan, nothing's too much for the wine and the people who are passionate about it.
I think that people love an experience. If you can do that, provide the customers with great quality wine and house it in a magnificent building, I think you've basically nailed it.